Hey guys, Dazzler Magic here, and some jerk, possibly wizards themselves, we don't really know, leaked a bunch of more cards from Ravnica Allegiance, which we've got to be pretty dang close to the actual spoilers anyway, but officially, as far as we know, these are leaks, not spoilers, whatever. I don't know who would possibly have these at this point, but prepare for the worst cell phone pictures you've ever seen. So, first up, we've got Growth Spiral. Now, this card is pretty nuts. So it is a 2-cost instant, Simek color, so 1 green, 1 blue, draw a card, then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. So pretty darn good mana ramp, especially if you're playing a large amount of lands so that you would have an extra one in your hand without having to rely on the draw. But the one reason this is so crazy is because there's already a 1-cost sorcery called Enter the Unknown that says target creature you control explores, which means if you hit a land it goes to your hand, if you don't the creature gets a counter, and then you may play an additional land this turn. So yeah, this costs double and it's 2-color, whatever, but I think Simek's going to be one of the hottest decks. I've already said it, I've got the Simek deck all set, and wait till you see the other Simek card from this leak. Oh my gosh. Right now, Green-Black Explorer is one of the hottest decks in the world, but Simek Explorer is just better, and it just got 2 cards better. This card plus Enter the Unknown plus Llanowar Elves, and you're going to have a Tender Shoot Dryad spitting out saplings on turn 3 in a lot of games. So do not underestimate this, which clearly they did because they printed it as a common. That is crazy. Probably for the reasons of draft. Let's just skip to it. Simek Ascendancy, that's the next one. It's a 2-cost Simek colored enchantment, and you can pay 3 with the 2 Simek colors in there, and put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. That's already pretty good. I mean, if creatures constantly get bigger and bigger and bigger, the only thing really better than that is doing it for free. So yeah, it costs 3 mana, but also you don't have to tap this. You can do this 2 or 3 times in a turn. Now get this, whenever one or more 1/1 counters are put on a creature you control, put that many growth counters on Simek Ascendancy, and it's per event, not per counter, and it's not retroactive when this comes in play. But at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have 20 or more growth counters on it, you win the game. That will never happen, and if it does, you would have already won the game based on creature damage. But that said, this with an Explorer deck, are you kidding me? This is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. You can go 100% Merfolk with Light Explorer and Hadana's Climb, and that'll be ban-worthy, honestly. But if you look at my current Simek deck, which I've had in some gameplay, oh my gosh, the Simek Cloner deck, and then you mix it with, what's that card, Wild Growth Walker? Oh my gosh. Turn 4 with Explorer feels like having an entire deck full of Tarmogoyfs. I mean, they do so much damage. And if they don't because they keep hitting lands, cool, keep playing lands. In fact, double drop the lands and then just drop some giant 7 cost on like turn 4. Or the way people actually win, which is, like I said, Tender Shoot Dryad. So yeah, this is crazy. In fact, mix it with Shaper Sanctuary, and when they blow your stuff up, you get a card out of it, and then just keep this going and go for the 20. Not a great strategy, but it's a nice backup strategy. Mix this with Dive Down, and your stuff's not getting blown up in the first place. I mean, Simek is going to be the most powerful deck by far. I actually wonder if they're going to have to ban something in it. It does rely on creatures to, kind of stay alive, so the only problem with Simek will be if it just starts winning too much because it's just that fast, that consistent, that good, or if they print a couple too many additional hexproof creatures, which I think they might. So next up, we finally got an Orzhov card, Mortify. It's Orzhov colors, so it's black, white, and 1 generic, instant speed, and destroy target creature or enchantment. Now just think about it. Ixalan's Binding, Hieromancer's, whatever, don't play that unless you're on Arena. Luminous Bonds, what else? We've got like 3 more versions of Ixalan's Binding, I just don't remember what they are. A Convoke one, something about a Tribunal. I'm terrible with card names, but yeah, for 3, an instant speed kill spell, that's pretty bread and butter right there. People actually do still play Murder. Otherwise, this could be sideboard swapped with Cast Down if you really wanted. But seriously, like if you want your stuff back, play this. I mean, there are sagas to blow up too. I mean, there's a lot of targets right now for Mortify. I think this is going to be a pretty toasty card. Next up, Rectifier Wheelers. So they got double black, double red. So it looks like they're going with that like House Guild Mage thing, I guess, again. I guess we're going to see 5 more of those probably. This one doesn't have any ongoing abilities. It's a one and done. So I don't know if I'm underestimating this slightly. I know that it depends on what you're going up against to see if this is good. I should probably just read it. It's a 4/3 human rogue. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to target opponent. So, okay, annoying little Viushino piece of crap 2.0. except it costs 4, and 2 damage to up to 1 target creature or planeswalkers. So, I mean, that's useful. It's just, by the time you got 4 mana, are you that worried about something that has 2 toughness? Like, it would be nice to get rid of it. You blow up a Llanowar Elves, it's nice. But honestly, I mean, with those colors, boy, is that unfriendly, and ultra late game, this ain't gonna do a damn thing. You might be able to like yo-yo it back to hand, but not in those colors, so honestly, it just doesn't seem that good. It seems like a really, really crappy Chupacabra that hits for 4. But in the right deck, I think it would be pretty good. I mean, creatures with ETB removal are very, very, very good. It's just, do you even call 2 damage removal? And would it even fit in a burn deck? I mean, probably not at 4 with those colors. So I don't know what this would go in, but if it goes in something, it would probably be okay. Otherwise, doesn't strike me as a terrifically good card. And the last one we have is the Haunt of Hightower. It's a 6-cost legendary creature vampire, so kind of neat. Does have lifelink, but it's only a 3/3. And let me just stop you right there. This thing can get hit by a lightning strike, what is that, lava coil or whatever, and fight with fire. Basically anything but a shock spell can blow this up. So that's not great if you just paid 6 for it. But if you can keep it out, it's a 3/3 flying lifelinker, so I mean that's not nothing. It's like Lyra Jr. and whenever it attacks, defending player discards a card. So I mean that'd be good against maybe Teferi, but good luck ever resolving this and keeping it out. That is never going to happen. By the time you got 6 mana, they don't have cards in their hand. It's really that simple. If you go up against a deck where they rely on holding a bunch of stuff in their hand, great. Or if you bounce something back to hand, great. But that's pretty narrow. I wouldn't count on that. But whenever a card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, we're talking milling off their library, killing it from the field, or them casting a spell, it literally says a card into an opponent's graveyard. So they could, I don't know, just cast like some simple little jumpstart draw spell, and oh, guess what? A card was just put into a graveyard. I mean, Opt goes off, shock your face, anything, and ta-da, he gets a 1/1 counter. So he could get really big really fast. I think he's kind of a counter to Izzet, but Izzet will blow up a 3 toughness flyer that costs 6 all day, every day. So, I mean, you'd almost have to be playing like Dimir, and is this like a good Dimir card? I mean, Doom Whisper is better. I don't know. This is another one of those, if it finds a deck to go in, great. Otherwise, it's not that great. But Wizards really thinks it's that great because it's mythic, it would appear. I mean, even if you hit it with one of those black auras that will bring it back to your hand or the battlefield or whatever when it dies, there's multiple versions of that right now. In response to you targeting it, they will lightning strike it. I mean, there's just nothing you can do to protect this other than a counterspell, and good luck having 8 mana open for a blue counterspell, bare minimum that costs 2, along with 6 to cast this. I just think this is too much of a lightning rod. Like, yeah, it's a good card, but it is never going to stay on the battlefield. It's virtually impossible. Now let's pretend this cost 5 for a second and had the exact same everything else. Now we're talking. I mean, you already got Doom Whisper for 5, 6/6 Flying Trampler, and people blow those up all the time. But if you can get one of those to stick, you can do some damage. Same with this card. So for 5, would I gamble on it and just hope they don't blow it up and hope they don't have in their hand what I think? Probably, but I think 6 is where I draw the line. I mean, even Lyra Dawnbringer is a 5 cost, and she's a 5/5 flying first strike lifelinker. Yeah, when she comes out, people worry about her getting nuked, but, I mean, it is what it is. If she sticks, she's worth it. But you add 1 more mana, which, I mean, 6 is really a lot more than 5 in the game of Magic, when usually you start with 2 to 3. Like, lands in play by turn 3, I should say. 6 is a little far away, a little bit of an investment for something with 3 toughness. So that's it for the leaks that were probably manufactured by Wizards themselves. Otherwise, screw you, douchebag, who took these garbage photos, get a better camera, and also piss off, stop leaking stuff. Isn't it suspicious that we don't have any of the mechanics still? It's almost like these are the perfect teaser cards. Some promos, some not, so you can't say, oh, it's just the promo packs that somebody got a hold of too early. And these ones are in English where the last ones were in Spanish. So were there 2 different leakers? It's getting a little bit more doubtful. I think this is just absolutely faked. It's to create buzz. I think Wizards of the Coast is behind it. But what do you guys think? And do you think Simek will be huge? I mean, I don't know if you've seen my Simek deck. It's, I don't know. I don't remember what I titled the video, but it's got a picture of a crystal ball. And it's like, oh, here's the future. Is this deck the future or whatever? I think I literally titled it, "This video sent from the future." But it freaking is, okay? I've been absolutely crushing people with my Simek Explorer deck with just Walker of the Wilds or whatever, or Wild Growth Walker. You add these two Simek cards to it, it is over. I don't know what the hell you would pull. Maybe Drover the Mighty, I don't know. But Explorer plus extra counters, plus stuff to do with your mana, plus mana ramp, plus double downing on the mana ramp, plus tender shoot still being legal. Ooh, boy. We have got a deck. I'm calling it right now, Simek with Explorer, tier 1 minimum, if not ban bait. You may recall I was 100% correct about the Is It Double Drake deck. Took a while for it to show up, but I was 100% right about it last time spoilers were out. So let's even go 2 for 2. I think Simek's going to be the most powerful broken deck. If Is It doesn't blow them up. Because remember, Is It's not going anywhere. Teferi's, though, they're going to ban his stupid ass. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you haven't heard, my Ravnica As Told by Desolator Story Chapter 1 is on my second channel, Desolator Gaming, link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.